Hey, and welcome to the Chef's Table, a weekly video series for culinary entrepreneurs who want to monetize their skills outside of the kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Evelyn. This is the place for successful women who want to live, cook, and work on their own terms. So if that's you, let's get started. Hey, it's Chef Evelyn, and welcome to another episode of the Chef's Table. Now, if you're new here, I'm Chef Evelyn, and I'm a culinary brand strategist that helps women live, cook, and work on their own terms by building high-end culinary brands from scratch with multiple streams of income. And so today, I want to talk about what it really takes to build your dream culinary business, because I think people have probably told you what it takes to build a business. Maybe people have shared with you what it takes to be successful in business. But here's the thing, you can build a successful business that you don't like, right? Been there, done that. You can build a business that feels like a job. You can build a business that feels like a cage. And so what I want to share with you today is the secret, right? The secret ingredient, if you will, for what it takes to build the culinary business of your dreams. Now, if it's your first time here, if you see me looking down, that's because I'm referencing my notes, because I value your time. And since you are here today, I want to make sure that I give you what you came for, right? That it's doing what needs to be done, that it's serving what needs to be served, okay? And also, if you haven't joined the Chefpreneur Society, make sure you do that, because every month I do a live version of the Chef's Table where we talk about a really juicy and delicious topic, and then I open the floor for Q&A. But in order to have access to that and to know when those trainings happen, you need to be a member of the society. So if you have not joined the Chefpreneur Society, go to chefevelyn.com/society so you can sign up and join a community of women who are on the same path as you, which is building this high-end culinary brand and creating multiple streams of income in their business. So with that being said, this is the secret ingredient, and it's not going to be as tangible as you think, right? It's not going to be a tool. It's not going to be a resource. It's not going to be, like a 12-step process, right? Here is the secret. You have to believe, I take that back. You have to know that a different life is just a decision away, right? If you've watched any of my videos, I talk about the importance of making a decision. And I always tell you that a decision to decide means to cut, right? That means that some things are no longer an option. Some things you are no longer available for. Some things you are unavailable to experience anymore. And so here's the thing. If you desire to build a business that's built around the way you want to live, cook, and work, right? That allows you time freedom, that allows you creative freedom, that allows you financial freedom, location freedom, right? That allows you to be all of who you are, right? Then you have to decide that that's what you're going to do. Because we know as women that when we make up our mind, there's nothing that anybody can do to stop us, okay? It's the power of a made up mind, right? Think about when you've made any significant change in your life, whether it was a health change, a weight change, a situation change, a relationship change, any kind of financial change, any kind of change that you've made in your life. The first thing you did was you decided enough is enough, and I'm done with this experience. And you may not have said that out loud. You may not have written that down. You may not have put it on social media for a timestamp, but you did in fact make that decision, right? Think back to those times. So that muscle in you does exist. And I want you to know that a different life is the decision away. You need to believe that, yes, you can build a high-end culinary brand, and that when you decide, what happens is a decision affects everything around you. It affects what you do. It affects how you prioritize your day. It affects how you spend your resources. It affects how you spend your time. It changes how you function, what time you get up, what time you go to bed. Because when you decide that I'm going to do this no matter what, I'm going to build the kind of business that I want and command the kind of prices that I want to command, and work the days and the hours that I want to work, and only work with the clients that I like, right? And charge what I want to charge. I'm going to say that again. Charge what I want to charge. Then there's nothing that can stop you, right? And I find that women like us who make a decision and then nothing could stop us, we get the best results, right? Like the women who are in the chef's table experience, my clients, are those kind of women. They made a decision. They knew before they even applied, this is what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter what it takes. I have already made a decision that this is the path that I'm going down, right? So I want you to know that the secret to building your dream business is to decide that you can have it and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, right? And I know you're probably thinking like, well, where's the 5 steps, Evelyn? Where is, the 6 ways in this? I'm telling you, it seems simple, but it is simple, but it's not always the easiest. I want to tell you a quick story about a friend that I had, and she wanted to go to grad school. This was like back in my 20s. And I remember that she wanted to go to grad school, but for whatever reason, she just wouldn't study, right? She wouldn't make the time to study so that she could take the MCAT, but she kept saying, I want to go to grad school. And let me just pause right there for a little mini lesson. There's a difference between wanting to do something and deciding to do something. But I digress, right? Because there's a lot of things we want, but very few things we decide and then do, okay? And I remember, her hairdresser was telling her, like, you know what? It's because you haven't decided that you're going to do it. You haven't decided, because when you decide, there's no amount of distractions, no amount of brunches, no amount of events that will keep you from studying when you have decided that this is what you were going to do, right? And unfortunately, it took her 2 years to finally decide and commit that she was going to do what it took to study, buckle down, take the MCAT and get into grad school. But can I tell you something? That when she made the decision, there was nothing me or anyone else could do to keep her from that decision. So here's the thing about making that decision, right? You know where you want to go, right? And I heard an amazing quote the other day that says, you may not be able to change your destination right away, but you definitely can change your direction immediately. And that's what a decision is. Like, you can decide today to start walking down a healthier path, and so you make a sharp right turn, right? You can make a decision today to build a high-end culinary brand, and you can start walking down that path, right? You can make a decision today to whatever you want to do, and while you may not immediately be at your new destination, you're definitely walking in that direction, right? And so I find that the women who get the most out of the chef's table experience, the women that I enjoy working with the most, the only women that I actually will invite into my programs, into an intimate coaching experience with me, are women who make decisions, right? So the thing I want you to take away from this video is that a different life is just a decision away. And I really believe that. I have lived by that, and once you decide, it changes your direction. When you change your direction, you go in the direction of your destination. But in order to get there, you need discipline, right? So that's all I wanted to say. And so, people always say, well, I got to get ready. And I have this belief that ready is just a mythical place, right? It's this fake place, because once we think we're ready in one way, something else comes along and it's a moving target, right? Ready is when you have decided. There's never the perfect time. It's so cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. There's never the perfect time. There's never the perfect circumstance, right? It's just when you decide that it doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter what's going on. I am going to move in that direction. So I hope this video really resonated with you. I know that this video was for someone in particular, and if that's you and you're like, you know what, Evelyn, I got it, I'm there, I'm ready, then click the link in the description box of this video to apply for the Chef's Table experience. It is a high level intimate group coaching program for a select group of women who have decided that they are going to do what they need to do to build the kind of business that they want. So with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Peace. Now, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you never miss a new episode. And to see what I'm cooking up behind the scenes, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Chef Evelyn. That's all for today, and I'll see you next week.